Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so happy you're here. This video is going to help you improve your English listening skills and become more comfortable and confident in everyday conversations. Don't worry if you feel a little nervous. This is a safe, friendly place to practice. In this video, we'll go step by step together. We'll listen carefully to useful words and phrases. We'll practice simple dialogues. And we'll build your understanding bit by bit. By the end of this lesson, I hope you'll feel a little more at ease when you listen to English speakers and when you speak yourself. Learning a new language can take time, and that's okay. Every small practice is important. Even listening for a few minutes every day can help you grow. It can help you recognize common expressions, understand questions more easily, and answer them without worrying too much. Think of this as a conversation between friends. I'll speak clearly and slowly so you can follow along. You can pause the video anytime you need to listen again or repeat something. And remember, making mistakes is part of the learning process. That's how we improve. Every time you listen, you are becoming more familiar with the sound and rhythm of English. The goal of this video is very simple. To help you master everyday conversations and speak with ease. Together, we'll practice listening to real-life dialogues that you can use at the store, at work, or when meeting someone new. We'll also talk about how to understand the main idea, catch important words, and improve your pronunciation. So relax, take a deep breath, and let's begin. By spending this time together, you are already making progress. I believe in you, and I'm sure that with patience and practice, you will grow more and more comfortable using English. The importance of listening in conversations. Listening is one of the most important skills in any language. When you listen carefully, you begin to recognize the sound of words, the way people speak, and the rhythm of everyday conversations. This is true in your own language too. Think about the conversations you have with your family and friends. Much of your understanding comes from hearing them speak. When you listen well, it becomes much easier to reply because you truly understand what the other person is saying. Good listening also helps you feel more confident. Instead of worrying, you can pay attention to the words and try to catch the main ideas. Sometimes people feel nervous in English because they want to speak perfectly right away. But even before you speak, listening gives you the tools you need. It's like building a strong foundation for a house. If the foundation is solid, the house is strong too. The same is true for language. When you build good listening skills, your speaking will naturally become better and smoother. Every time you practice listening, by watching movies, listening to songs, or even hearing short dialogues, your brain is learning. Even if you don't understand every word, that's okay. Focus on the general meaning first. Maybe you understand the topic, the tone of voice, or just one key word. That's a good start. As you practice listening more often, you'll recognize common phrases and expressions that people use every day. These are very useful because you can use them too when you speak. Listening to native speakers also gives you a chance to hear pronunciation, so you can say words clearly and sound more natural. And most importantly, remember to be kind to yourself. Every small practice adds up. Even listening for 5 or 10 minutes a day will help you improve, slowly but surely. Trust yourself, stay curious, and keep going. You can do this. Strategies to improve listening skills. Now that you understand why listening is so important, let's look at some simple strategies you can use every day to improve your listening skills. Don't worry, these are easy ideas that you can fit into your routine. Even a few minutes a day can make a big difference. First, try to listen actively. Active listening means giving your full attention to what you hear. Find a quiet place where you won't be distracted. Focus on the speaker's voice and listen carefully to each word. Don't worry if you can't understand everything. Instead, pay attention to the words you do recognize. Every word you catch is a small victory. Next, practice listening to short clips. This could be a short video, a song, or even an English podcast. The most important part is to listen to it more than once. The first time, listen to understand the general meaning. What is the speaker talking about? The second time, listen for details. Can you hear any new words? Repeating this process will help you train your ear to recognize the language. You can also use subtitles when you listen. For example, if you watch a short clip with subtitles in English, you can follow along as you listen. Later, try listening without subtitles to see what you can catch. This is a gentle way to support yourself and gain more confidence. And remember to pause and repeat. Don't hesitate to go back and listen to a sentence or phrase again if you didn't catch it. Even native speakers do this sometimes. Repeating short sections helps you understand the pronunciation and the flow of speech. Finally, make listening a habit. Even a few minutes every day, like when you drink your morning coffee or before you go to bed, can help you improve steadily. Choose something that interests you so that you look forward to it. Maybe it's an English song you like, a friendly video, or an easy conversation. The key is to enjoy the process and take it one small step at a time. Remember, patience and practice are your best friends when learning English. Every time you listen carefully, your ear is becoming more familiar with the language. Trust this process and keep going. You will see progress. Example conversation practice, everyday topics. In this chapter, we will practice listening to short, everyday conversations. These kinds of dialogues will help you recognize common words and phrases that people use in real life. Don't worry if you don't understand every word the first time. Just relax and listen. Imagine you are meeting someone new and they introduce themselves. The conversation might sound like this. Person A: Hi, I'm Sarah. What's your name? Person B: Nice to meet you, Sarah. I'm David. Here you can practice listening for the greetings, hi, nice to meet you, and names like Sarah and David. Even if the conversation is short, hearing it clearly will help you recognize these polite expressions. Let's try another simple topic, asking for directions. Person A: Excuse me, can you help me? Person B: Of course, what are you looking for? Person A: I need to find the train station. Person B: The train station? It's just down the street. Person A: Thank you so much. Person B: You're welcome. This conversation is very common in everyday life. Listen carefully to the questions like, can you help me? And polite answers like, of course, and you're welcome. These are very useful for making polite requests and responding kindly. Next, let's listen to a short conversation about the weather. Person A: What a lovely day today. Person B: Yes, the sun is shining. It's really nice outside. Person A: I hope it stays this warm all week. Person B: Me too. Here, pay attention to words like lovely, sun, and warm. These are simple words, but they help you describe the world around you. As you practice, listen to these kinds of short conversations several times. Repeat the phrases quietly after you hear them, if you like. The more you listen and repeat, the more natural these expressions will feel. Over time, you will catch these phrases faster and with less effort. And most of all, enjoy the process. Every short conversation you listen to is one more step toward feeling comfortable in real conversations. Remember to be kind to yourself as you practice. Each practice session is valuable. Building confidence in speaking. Now that you have practiced listening carefully, let's talk about how to build confidence in speaking English. Listening and speaking are like best friends. They help each other. When you listen well, you understand more. When you speak more, you get better at using the words and phrases you have learned. It is normal to feel shy or nervous when speaking a new language. Many learners feel this way. But remember, confidence grows with practice. Every time you try to speak, even a little, you are improving. You are giving your brain a chance to learn how to use English naturally. One good way to practice speaking is to repeat what you hear. When you listen to a conversation or a phrase, try saying it out loud. Don't worry about being perfect. Speak slowly and clearly, and listen to how the words sound. This helps your mouth get used to the new sounds and rhythms of English. Also, practice speaking in front of a mirror or record yourself. This might feel strange at first, but it is very helpful. When you hear your voice, you can notice which words sound good and which ones need more practice. Be patient with yourself. Learning takes time. Try to use simple sentences. You don't need to speak very fast or use difficult words. Speaking clearly with simple words is much better than speaking fast and making mistakes. When you feel ready, try having short conversations with friends, teachers, or language partners. If you make mistakes, it's okay. Mistakes are part of learning. Every mistake teaches you something new. Don't be afraid to ask someone to repeat or explain if you don't understand. Most people are happy to help when you try. Remember, your goal is to communicate, not to be perfect. When you speak with confidence, even simple words will carry your message well. Keep practicing little by little. The more you speak, the easier it becomes. Soon, you will feel comfortable speaking English in many situations. Mastering common phrases and expressions. In this chapter, we will focus on some common phrases and expressions that you can use in everyday English conversations. Learning these will help you sound more natural and feel more comfortable when you speak. Let's start with some simple greetings and polite expressions. When you meet someone, you can say, "Hello," or "Hi, how are you?" These are friendly ways to start a conversation. If someone asks you, "How are you?" you can reply, "I'm good, thank you." And you? This shows that you are polite and interested in the other person. When you want to ask for something, you can use phrases like, "Could you help me?" or "Can I ask you a question?" These are polite ways to ask for help or information. Remember to say please when you ask and thank you when you receive help. Saying please and thank you makes your English sound kind and respectful. Here are some other useful phrases you can use in conversations. If you don't understand something, you can say, "Can you repeat that, please?" or "I'm sorry, I didn't understand." These phrases help you ask for clarification without feeling shy. It's important to ask questions when you don't understand. It helps you learn faster. When you want to give your opinion, you can say, "I think that," or "in my opinion." These phrases help you share your ideas clearly. For example, "I think the weather is nice today," or "in my opinion, this is a good movie." Also, when you agree with someone, you can say, "I agree," or "That's true." If you want to disagree politely, you can say, "I'm not sure about that," or "I see your point, but." Practicing these phrases will make your conversations smoother. Try using them when you speak or listen. Hearing them many times will help you remember and use them naturally. Remember to repeat each phrase slowly and clearly. You can practice saying them out loud, even when you are alone. Speaking out loud helps your mouth get used to the sounds and makes you more confident. Learning these expressions is like learning small tools for your English conversation toolbox. With these tools, you will feel ready to join any conversation with ease. Practicing with media. In this chapter, we will talk about how using different kinds of media can help you improve your English listening and speaking skills. Media means things like videos, podcasts, music, and even movies. These tools are great because you can use them anytime and anywhere. One of the best ways to practice is by listening to podcasts or watching short videos made for English learners. These are usually easy to understand and talk about everyday topics. When you listen to these, try to focus on the words and phrases you already know. Don't worry if you don't understand everything. Just try to catch the main ideas. You can also repeat what you hear in these videos or podcasts. This is called shadowing. For example, if you hear someone say, "Good morning, how are you today?" try to say the same sentence out loud right after them. This helps you practice your pronunciation and speaking rhythm. Songs are another fun way to learn. English songs often have simple words and repeated phrases. Listening to songs can help you remember new words and get used to the sounds of English. You can try to sing along or even write down the lyrics to understand better. Watching movies or TV shows with subtitles is also helpful. Start by watching with English subtitles so you can read and listen at the same time. After you feel more confident, try watching without subtitles to challenge yourself. This helps your brain work hard to understand English just by listening. The important thing is to practice regularly. Try to spend about 10 to 15 minutes every day listening to English media. Make it a fun habit. Choose topics or shows that you like, so you stay interested and motivated. Remember, learning with media is not just about understanding every word. It's about getting used to how English sounds and practicing your speaking. The more you listen and repeat, the easier it will become. Be patient with yourself and enjoy this journey. Little by little, you will notice that listening and speaking English feels more natural and easier. Staying motivated and consistent. Learning English can sometimes feel difficult, and that's perfectly normal. Everyone who learns a new language faces challenges, but the most important thing is to stay motivated and keep practicing regularly. Small, daily steps will bring you closer to your goal. Sometimes, you might feel tired or frustrated. You might think, "I am not improving," or "this is too hard." When these feelings come, try to remember why you started learning English. Maybe you want to speak with friends, travel, or find a new job. Keeping your reasons in mind will help you stay strong. It is also helpful to set small goals. For example, you can decide to practice listening for 5 minutes every day, or learn 3 new phrases each week. When you reach these small goals, celebrate your success. This will give you more energy and confidence to keep going. Try to make learning fun. Use English to watch movies, listen to music, or read simple stories that you like. When you enjoy what you are doing, learning feels easier and more natural. Another good idea is to find a learning partner or join a group. Speaking with others who are learning English can be very encouraging. You can practice together, share tips, and support each other. You are not alone in this journey. Remember, it's okay to take breaks sometimes. If you feel tired, rest and come back refreshed. Consistency means practicing regularly over a long time, not trying to do everything at once. Every day you practice, you are building your skills. Even if progress feels slow, it is still progress. Trust yourself and be patient. Learning a language is like planting a tree. It grows slowly but steadily, and one day it becomes strong and beautiful. Keep believing in yourself and keep moving forward. Your hard work will pay off, and you will feel proud of what you have achieved. Conclusion and encouragement. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. You have taken an important step toward improving your English listening and speaking skills. Remember, learning a language is a journey, and every small step you take matters. Today we talked about why listening is so important in conversations. We learned some simple strategies to improve your listening skills, like active listening, repeating what you hear, and practicing every day. We also practiced short conversations you can use in real life and learned useful phrases to help you speak with confidence. Most importantly, we discussed how to stay motivated and consistent. Learning English is not always easy, but with patience and daily practice, you will grow stronger and more comfortable. Believe in yourself and celebrate every little success. I want to remind you that mistakes are normal and part of learning. Don't be afraid to try speaking, even if you feel shy or nervous. The more you practice, the easier it becomes. And always remember, you are not alone. Many learners are on the same journey as you, and every effort you make brings you closer to your goal. So keep practicing a little every day. Listen to English in movies, songs, podcasts, or conversations. Speak out loud, repeat phrases, and use the new words you learn. Make learning fun and part of your daily life. You have the power to master English and speak with ease. I believe in you, and I'm proud of your hard work. Keep going, keep listening, and keep speaking. Your English will improve step by step. Practice every day, and you will see the difference. Thank you again for joining me. I wish you all the best on your English learning journey. See you next time.